My name is Megan Howes, and one day I would like to become a high school English teacher. I have always loved reading and writing, and I want to pass on my love for language and words to other people. I think being an English teacher would be the perfect way to do this and to make a difference in other people's lives. Today, in schools everywhere, there is such a big emphasis on math and science, but English is essential to communicate with other people in daily life, and that is why schools still need to concentrate on English as well. Studying and teaching English is important because English is one of the most dominant languages in the world, and it is used and taught in many countries besides the United States and England. Over 400 million people around the world have English as their first language, and 750 million people have English as a second language. It is easy for ideas to be passed around to all different kinds of people because so many people today speak English. It is also important to study English because it helps us communicate with others and express our thoughts and opinions. If you express yourself in an eloquent way, you are more likely to have a greater chance for success in your future career, and you will be able to negotiate and resolve conflicts with others. English classes also help with your writing skills and grammar, which are used in almost every job today. Even if your job does not directly involve English, you still need some basic writing skills to be able to type up a report or send an email to a colleague. When you use writing, you have the power to reach people all from different backgrounds and cultures. English has changed so much over the centuries, and it is fascinating to see how it continues to evolve. English is almost completely different from how it was used in Shakespeare's time. For example, in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, Romeo expresses his admiration for Juliet when he says, "But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun." Now, most people would not say that in normal conversation today. In just a couple hundred years, however, the English language will probably be completely different again, with new words, phrases, and sentence structures. It is interesting to see how diverse and unique English is. Today, new words are always being added to the language because of the world we live in, and it is wonderful to be able to explore these new words and add them to our vocabularies. It is important to be aware of this, and I think that students need to be able to realize that our language is constantly changing. In English classes, students also get to read literature that can teach some important lessons about life and the world around us. Literature such as F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby and J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye are still being taught in classrooms everywhere and have made major impacts in the literary world. Also, literature helps you empathize with and understand other people because everyone can connect to characters in a book. Reading books also helps to improve your writing and language, and they can transport you to a different world. After all, the famous Dr. Seuss said, "The more you read, the more you know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go." Literature also helps enhance vocabulary, and English has some of the most beautiful and interesting words in the world, such as the word sagacious, which means wise and discerning, debacle, which is a complete collapse or failure, euphonious, which means pleasant and sound, and ephemeral, which means lasting a very short time. These are just a couple of the words that describe our lives, our thoughts, our feelings, and the people around us. Without studying English, we would not be able to describe what we truly feel and are. We would not be able to have meaningful conversations or truly connect with other people. I think that Max Vandenberg, a character from Marcus Zuzak's The Book Thief, describes words perfectly. He says, "Words are life." It is true that words are a way to show how we live, love, create, and grow. That's why English still needs to be a major concentration in every school today. I am excited about my future career, and I am hoping to make an impact on someone else's life. I think my passion for my subject will help convey why it is important to study English, and I know that I can help my future students grow academically and personally. I am ready to make a difference and spread my love for the English language.